It's Fuck Yeah Friday.
Fuck yeah!
Get ready for some wins.
Welcome to the Be It Till You See It podcast, where we talk about taking messy action, knowing that perfect is boring. I'm Lesley Logan, Pilates instructor and fitness business coach. I've trained thousands of people around the world, and the number one thing I see stopping people from achieving anything is self-doubt. My friends, action brings clarity, and it's the antidote to fear. Each week, my guests will bring bold, executable, intrinsic, and targeted steps that you can use to put yourself first and be it till you see it. It's a practice, not a perfect. Let's get started.
Hello, Be It Babe. We're catching you before the holidays, unless you're listening to this later because you're stocked up and you're binging out. This is a week before, well, it's like 5 days before. It's December 20th. And what this is it's a Friday, TGIF Friday, if you're listening in real time when these things drop. What, you're not like Brad and I? Listen, I know exactly what time some of my podcasts drop.
We do.
I'm like, it's 9:05. There should be something
Yeah, they're
there.
late. What is happening?
Refresh that app.
Come on.
So, at any rate, we're going to share some of the wins that you've sent us, and then we're going to share on ours. So our first win is from Katelyn Elser. She's an agency member. She said, my home studio remodel is done, and I'm thrilled with the results. I had my first duet intro. I have a call with the local country club today about offering a mat class.
Hey,
and
cool.
A client who ghosted me on her intro pack over the summer texted me and bought a package. I'm getting more comfortable with not converting every single person who walks in the door. They're
Nice.
great wins.
All great wins.
I just want to say, like, sometimes people ghost you because it's not a ghost. It's like, oh, I'm going to do it on this date. And we just don't always know when that date is. And so for anyone who's got their own business or you're trying to start a side hustle, you have to understand that we don't always get to decide or know when people are going to make the decision to work with us. They often make the decision, but don't tell us. And so we just have to be consistent enough in our communications and being ourselves and showing up that when they're ready, you pop up in their reminders and then they continue on.
Yeah.
That's how it works. That's literally how all businesses are successful. Like we were having dinner last night, not last night when you're listening to this, but last night when we recorded this. And we were talking about, like, someone said, like, what's different? And I think you and I are both like, we're just consistent. We've been so fucking consistent.
Yeah.
That is why, maybe we were just talking to ourselves.
Yeah,
but
I think
that
it's
is
just us.
it's just us. Okay, we're just flexing by ourselves together with no one else. That we've been so consistent over the years. That is why we get to sit here and have some of these huge wins that you're going to hear.
Yeah.
So, one more win from you, Charlotte Coker. I've been struggling with some health issues for the majority of the year, but I'm ready to refocus for the rest of 2024 and get a solid plan in place for 2025. I have my Q3 coaching call today with Lesley and really looking forward to getting some help with clarity. I've really nailed down my morning routine to maximize my day, and my husband was traveling for work and made it home safely from Florida before the hurricane hit. Those are
That's important.
I mean, thank God you don't have to travel. The hurricane stuff is, I feel for every person. And I know that we're recording this a couple months after two massive hurricanes hit many of our listeners or many of you who know people. Members.
Yeah.
One of our members lost everything. And I just want to say, like, you have to celebrate that someone made it home safely because that's a massive win, especially when you're up against things you can't control. I also want to say, like, thank you for sharing that you've nailed your morning routine. Because
that's cool.
That is, people think, like the skincare routine or the way you get dressed or the way you do your coffee, that it has nothing to do with the wins you're going to have in the rest of your day. But actually, it sets you up for the best, most amazing day. So thank you, Charlotte, for sharing these. Okay. A win of ours.
A win of ours.
So you can join me with this one. So I was just actually going to say, like, we've had some amazing wins as a company in the last quarter that haven't always made it to the FYFs, mostly because, like, they're wins that are not just ours. They're like wins because our team has really done some amazing efforting. So last time, a couple weeks ago, you shared, like, about our tour announcing as a win, but also, like, we released a bot.
We did.
We released a bot. What is a bot? The LL bot. It's a clone of me. and my voice that will answer questions for our Profit Applies clients.
Yeah.
And we talked about, I don't know when you and Emma started talking about this, but you and I talked about this in April.
We've been talking about it for years, Emma and me.
Yeah. And finally technology and
Emma and I.
Yeah. Technology and need and desire and my willingness all kind of came together, and we've been able to actually create a really good bot that you can be an agency on demand member to explore. Yeah. And it's been out for a couple of months now, but it's
a coaching bot for business. Yeah. So like what we did is we took, 6 or 7 years of webinars and courses and blog posts and newsletters and advice and all the things, and we combined it into a tool that allows us to basically have an automated bot that crawls all that information and comes back with responses, and you can have a conversation with it. You can literally call it. It's kind of insane. It sounds like you, because we fed it videos of you. So it actually knows what you sound like. It's amazing. And, with technology shifting, changing, growing, we're able to tap into that. And the coolest part about it is it's instant responses.
Yeah, you're not waiting for me to, for example, after we're done recording these, then I can go into agency Slack for the first time since Thursday.
Right.
And so people have been waiting since Thursday if they didn't use the bot. And then our agency on demand members don't even have access to that. So they'd have to wait a month. But instead they can actually just call it or type in, and it really does a great job. And I'm just really proud of our team for collecting the data so that when this opportunity came together, we could take advantage of it. And also for us rolling it out so that it really is helping more people. Our goal of Profit Applies is to help as many teachers and studio owners as possible. And there was only one of me, and now there are two.
That is a win. That's amazing.
The other thing I just want to reflect on, as a team that we've been able to really do, is we've released a new OPC website. That was a year in the making. Brad, how many people were involved in that?
Oh, I don't know, 10?
At
maybe
least
12?
10.
Yeah.
And shout out to Amy Lavelli, who's not on our team, but on our team, who really helped us go, no, guys, let's change that. Oh, do this. So, y'all don't have to do everything on your own is the point. And it all doesn't have to happen as soon as you have the idea. Some of our best, most brightest wins are years in the making and require a lot of people. So those are, do we have any other big project wins that happened this year that maybe I haven't shared? We already did the tour, OPC. We already did the flashcards.
We actually split the Cambodia retreats off into its own brand.
Yes. Oh,
so
yeah.
It used to be under the Lesley Logan brand, and now it's its own brand called Crow's Nest Retreats.
Yeah.
You've heard us say that on the pod.
And we've been wanting to do that for years.
Yeah, we've been wanting to do it for a while, but it just was complicated, and now we had the capacity to do that. And so
because here's a little peek behind the curtain. We want to have multiple crow's nests.
Yeah.
Not just Cambodia.
Someday.
And a lot of people are like, you should do this and you should do this. And no, we will have multiple locations once our Crow's Nest Cambodia has people renting it for their own retreats.
Yeah.
Then we can have a Cambodia retreat, but then we can have a retreat somewhere else. But we gotta, this is where if you look at people who are doing all these things, they're doing all these things. First of all, they're not doing it alone. Second of all, if they're successful, they did one thing for a really long time, and that allowed them to have the foundation to break off to do all those things.
Yep.
Well, that's enough wins.
Yeah,
we got to let these people go. Thank you. Here we go. I'm scrolling down. Okay. I hold community for others and am held in community by others.
I hold community for others, and I'm held in community by others.
Yes, I hold community for others and am held in community by others. Boom.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
That's how we do.
You guys, go celebrate your wins. We want to hear them. Send them in to us. Share them with a friend. You want to know what? This is the holiday season, and people are always like, how you doing? How's this going? How you doing? And we go, I'm fine. I'm good. You can actually go, you know what I just won at today? Let me just tell you.
Yeah.
And what if we actually change the I'm good to here's how I slayed today? And if people go, oh my God, that person over there is a bit of a bragger, you can go, yeah, I am, because I worked my ass off. to get this win. I worked really hard.
Yeah.
Or someone didn't show up for their plane flight like last week's. And still, you worked very hard. All right, loves. Until next time, be it till you see it.
Bye for now.
That's all I got for this episode of the Be It Till You See It podcast. One thing that would help both myself and future listeners is for you to rate the show and leave a review. And follow or subscribe for free wherever you listen to your podcast. Also, make sure to introduce yourself over at the Be It Pod on Instagram. I would love to know more about you. Share this episode with whoever you think needs to hear it. Help us and others be it till you see it. Have an awesome day.
Be It Till You See It is a production of the Bloom Podcast Network. If you want to leave us a message or a question that we might read on another episode, you can text us at +1 310 905 5534 or send a DM on Instagram at beitpod.
It's written, filmed, and recorded by your host, Lesley Logan, and me, Brad Crowell.
It is transcribed, produced, and edited by the Epic team at Diseño.co.
Our theme music is by Ali at Apex Production Music, and our branding by designer and artist Gianfranco Cioffi.
Special thanks to Melissa Solomon for creating our visuals.
Also to Angelina Herrico for adding all of our content to our website. And finally, to Meredith Root for keeping us all on point and on time.